Welcome. My name is Mercedes Chase, and I'm an administrator with the Christian Homeschoolers of Solano County. And this year I'm putting together a little tutorial on how to become a private homeschooler in the state of California. This is a big year for homeschooling, and it's actually pretty simple. This is my file folder where I keep all of my school records, and I'm going to walk you through the process. As a private school in the state of California, there are 6 items that need to be kept on file. If your child has been in another school, whether public or private, you'll want to transfer them to your school, transfer their records to your folder. CHEA is a homeschool group in California that has provided a lot of templates that help private homeschoolers set up their records. One of these is a sample letter of withdrawal. You could download it from their website and replace the former school with your former school's information and your current school's information as well. Some schools are content with an email request of transfer of records. You'll want to choose with your student's particular school. Once you get your student's records, the first thing in there will be the report of health examination for school entry. Now, if you're starting from scratch, your student is just now beginning school, which in the state of California begins at 6 years old or first grade. Kindergarten, you don't need to worry about all this yet. So if you need to acquire this from scratch, you can just go to your child's primary care physician and they'll get a physical exam. And the doctor's office will have this form to fill out, or you can print out your own copy and bring it in for them to fill out. Then you'll put it in your records. However, if your religious beliefs preclude you from going to doctor's offices, you can also complete this waiver of health examination. The second item you'll want to have in your folder is an immunization record. The immunization record is something that you'll complete yourself based on your child's information, and you want to keep it updated, and you won't need anyone else to sign this except for you. However, if you do not believe in having your child vaccinated, you can also complete the personal beliefs exemption. This is only possible as a private homeschooler in California. The next one's a biggie, the private school affidavit. It's an online form that the Department of Education provides for us to complete as a private school. Now, this is for large private schools as well as homeschools. This document gets completed between October 1st and October 15th of each year. And it's pretty straightforward. There are a few items that you'll need to know ahead of time to fill in. One of those is the school name, which you choose, and your email address, which you'd have notifications sent to. And then you need names in these positions: site administrator, custodian of records, director, and head of school. They use these words because this is for private schools, large ones as well. But it's really quite simple. For myself, I put my own name as the site administrator and custodian of records, and I put my husband's name as the director and head of school. I highly recommend that private homeschoolers in our state sign up with Homeschool Legal Defense Association. It's a legal team that is on call for you should you have any issues with a government entity. They also provide annual step-by-step instructions on how to complete the private school affidavit. In addition, they are a service to provide information for any homeschool questions that you have. It's a small annual fee, and I'm really glad that I am connected with them. So the fourth thing you'll need in your folder is a list of courses of study that your school provides. There's several ways to go about doing this, and the state of California actually sets out which subjects private schools are supposed to teach, and I'll show you where those are. Under California legislative information, there's an article that lists course of study for grades 1 through 6, and then another one for grades 7 to 12. So you could use this information. It's pretty detailed though, and might not apply to exactly what you're teaching in your school. I would use the overall subject categories like English, mathematics, and then list what curriculum you're using to teach that, and possibly even go through the index of those textbooks to write down the topics that you'll be covering that year. The next item we all keep is a page that's called Faculty Records. This is much more simple than you would think. Here's a sample I typed up. You'll need to have teacher's name and address, and then a list of what the state of California calls qualifications to educate. Now, that can just be a list of positions you've held that might have anything to do with teaching, and a list of ongoing training, any kind of education you've had that you think would be helpful in teaching your own students. When you first begin homeschooling, your list might be kind of short, and that's okay. As you continue homeschooling over the years, your list, I'm sure, will grow. So the last item that you need in your folder is an attendance record. Once again, CHEA of California provides a great template that you can download from their website. All you would do on this is mark days of school and days absent. In fact, the state of California only requires you to keep on the attendance record days that instructions did not occur. However, most of us put the days that instruction occurred, which makes it obvious which days it did not occur. For myself, what I use is just a planner, and I mark on the calendar which days we had school. And there you have it. That's all you need. It's free, and you can do it.